Hi folks, it's Ben again. I'm in what we call the Hubble and Space Shuttle Atlantis area exhibit of the museum. And I just wanted to do a little bragging. First of all, you see this really handsome fella here, young, lots of hair. Well, that was me 35 years ago, receiving an award from the astronaut Mike McCully. I received the Silver Snoopy Award. The Silver Snoopy is a little tie pin. It's made of silver, and it's been to space. The astronauts take it up to space, and then they bring it back, and they pass it out to folks for awards. And so I got that as an award working at the Kennedy Space Center. Now, this picture here, I'm in it in the far right-hand corner in the back with the mustache. That was me. But these are just some of my memorabilia that I have on exhibit here at the museum. But this area is an exhibit that is on loan to us from NASA, or actually Delaware North. They loaned this to us, and it's the exhibit of the Space Shuttle Atlantis servicing the Hubble telescope for the last mission. And so they loaned this to us. It was in the IMAX theater hallway, and they took it out to put another exhibit in there, and they loaned it to us, which is a really nice thing. Now, we've got some information up here about the Hubble telescope. But I'll tell you my little story. This is our Hubble telescope, and the real one is 340 miles above the Earth, and it's going around the Earth every 90 minutes. Now this is just a mock-up of the Hubble telescope. The one we have here is about maybe 10 feet long. The actual Hubble telescope is 45 feet long, and it's as big as a school bus, and it's up in space right now. We launched it in 1990 using the Discovery. We took it out there, turned it loose. They opened the lens cover on the end of it. There's a cover up here that covers the lens in case there's something coming its way that's damageable. They started taking pictures. Well, they weren't worth looking at. So they went back to the drawing board, and they realized they had ground the lens incorrectly. The lens is 12 feet in diameter, and they ground it incorrectly. So this wasn't something they were going to be able to manufacture overnight. It took them 2 years to get it made, and we had no intentions of going back to the Hubble. But now we got to go up there and replace the lens on it. So the lens took them 2 years. They got the lens made. So we took the shuttle and we went up there and caught it. Now it's going around the Earth at 17,500 miles an hour. And we got to catch up with it. And once they catch it, then we got to get ourselves orientated so that we can get it into the mid-body of the spacecraft and get it caught. And once we catch it, then we're able to change the lens. So there we are, we changed the lens. Now we're getting beautiful pictures. We got the nebulas. I don't know if you'll be able to see them in this. There's so much light, but I'll try to get a picture of some of them. These are some of the pictures that the Hubble telescope took in space of the nebulas. And it's doing a great job. Now we originally we expected the Hubble to have about a 15-year life, because the computers would be outdated. The solar panels would be beat up with micrometeorites. The batteries would be wore out. But now we've gone up there and fixed it once. We can go back and fix it again. So we went back and replaced the solar panels, with better solar panels. We went back another mission and replaced the batteries with upgraded batteries. And the final mission was with the Atlantis, and that's what this display is all about. The Atlantis going back and servicing the Hubble telescope for the last time. They replaced the computers. The Hubble's been up there for more than 35 years and still working fine. So we did a good job. Now, Space Shuttle. Oh, let me tell you this before I do. That last panel there, if you can see it, it's a lot of light. It's the James Webb telescope. Now that telescope we launched 4 years ago in December, and we launched it from the French Guianas on an Ariane rocket. And that telescope is 976,000 miles away from the Earth. It's in an area they call Lagrange 2, which has no gravitational pull from the Earth, the Moon, or the Sun. So it'll stay right there in that one location. Where the Hubble telescope is going around the Earth every 90 minutes, just like clockwork. Now, when they took the shuttles out to space, as soon as they got into the vacuum of space, the first thing that they did, the very first job that they did, was to open the cargo bay doors. And they stayed open the entire time they were in space. They never closed these doors the entire time they were in space. And the reason is these panels that are on the doors are radiators. They have Freon in them. And they use that Freon to cool the electronics in the crew module. In the crew module, there's computers everywhere, and they're running 24 hours a day. So they're creating a lot of heat. So down in bay 1 of the cargo bay, we have a heat exchanger, and we flow cold water through those computers. We use the Freon to chill the water, and the water to cool the computers. So that's how they keep it comfortable in the crew module. Now, every 90 minutes, this vehicle is going to go around the Earth. So we don't want the sun beating down on these radiators, because the sun in space is 300 degrees. So that would defeat the whole purpose. So in order to protect the radiators from the sun, we turn the vehicle upside down. Now the bottom of the ship is covered with those black tiles, which are high temperature tiles. They'll see 2,500 degrees on re-entry, so 300 degree sun's no problem for them. And then you see the little windows in the roof up here, all right? When they're upside down, now they can see the Earth. When they were right side up, they couldn't see the Earth. So this is the way it's supposed to fly. Now, every once in a while, these vehicles fly through meteorite showers. And these meteorite showers are like little tiny micro meteorites. And they could really mess up that windshield. And we need that windshield coming home. So in order to protect it, we turn the vehicle around backwards. So they fly backwards and upside down, and they're going 17,500 miles an hour. But in space, they have no sensation that they're moving at all. They can't tell that they're moving at all, because it's absolutely still and absolutely quiet, because there's no sound and there's no movement, because it's in a vacuum of space. The only way they know they're moving is to look down at the Earth and see the Earth passing under their feet. So this is what we got here at the Hubble and Space Shuttle exhibit at the Cocoa Museum, the Brevard Museum of History and Natural Science in Cocoa, Florida. Thanks for being with us today.